In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 MLB games happening on July 24, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Seattle Mariners versus Minnesota Twins. A pair of American League teams looking to move up the rungs in the playoff picture open up an early week series in the land of 10,000 lakes. The Seattle Mariners are on the road as they kick off a 3-game series with the Minnesota Twins Monday night. Seattle closed a 3-game series at home against the Blue Jays Sunday looking for a sweep. The Mariners picked up a 9-8 win Saturday in the middle game of the set. Minnesota closed out a 3-game set with the White Sox gunning for a sweep at home Sunday afternoon. The Twins earned a 3-2 win in the middle game of the series Saturday night. These teams split a 4-game series in Seattle in the first set this season, July 17th to July 20th. Both teams have had some positive momentum heading into Sunday, with the Twins winning 7 of 9 and the Mariners taking 5 of their last 7. These teams split 4 meetings last week in Seattle, with these 2 pitchers facing off against each other in one of the games in that series. Seattle has been better offensively this season than the Twins, and it remains to be seen if Minnesota can hang in when so many key contributors are hitting under .240 on the year. The Twins in the slightly cheaper price is worth a strong look given this stretch they're enjoying, as this is the best ball they've played all year. The Mariners have been shaky at best, and going on the road probably doesn't help. With that said, Luis Castillo and his 3.04 earned run average and 1.05 WHIP is hard to pass up. Kent Amita hasn't been good through 42.1 innings, as he has a 5.1 earned run average and 1.25 WHIP. This feels like a spot where the M's can get back on track a bit. We're getting an all-star pitcher at a pick-em price. There is potential for plenty of whiffs in this one, as we saw in the series last week, but in the end, the Mariners' bats do just enough to scratch out a victory in the opener, so the Seattle Mariners money line is our full game side pick. Seattle entered Sunday's action having seen the underpost of 48 to 48-2 mark in their 98 games this season. The Mariners are 15th in the majors in runs per game, as they put up an average of 4.49 runs per game, though that climbs slightly to an average of 4.56 runs per game on the road. Seattle has seen an average total of 8.68 runs per game on the year, and that number rises to 8.76 runs per contest as the road team. Minnesota entered Sunday having seen the underpost of 49 to 46-5 mark this season. The Twins are 21st in runs per game with 4.34 runs per contest this season, though that number edges up to 4.5 runs per game as the home team on the year. Minnesota sees an average total of 8.26 runs per game this season, though that number edges up to 8.66 runs per game at Target Field. 3 of the 4 games in the series last week went over the number. Follow the recent trend and look for this one to slip past the mark as well. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Cincinnati Reds versus Milwaukee Brewers. The Cincinnati Reds battle the Milwaukee Brewers in the first of a 3-game divisional series on Monday evening. The Reds will send Graham Ashcraft to the mound. The Brewers will reply with veteran Colin Rea. The Brewers lead the season series 8-2. This is the Reds' first set of road games since the All-Star break. They didn't fare so well in their last road series, dropping 2 of 3 games at Milwaukee. Just like that series, they entered kind of hot on a 5-game win streak before the Brewers put them in their place. It's been the way the head-to-head has gone this season, with the Brewers owning an 8-2 mark heading into these 3 games. Ashcraft got stung the last time he met Milwaukee with 0 offensive support, but he got rocked when he pitched in Milwaukee earlier. Rea hasn't been spectacular by any means against the Reds, but he's been good enough and he has the offense to back him for a win. So the Milwaukee Brewers money line is our full game side pick. The Reds bats have recovered from a slump by scoring 28 runs in their last 5 games. As mentioned, Rhea is struggling and just surrendered 5 runs in 4.2 innings against the Reds earlier this month in an 8-5 loss. In addition, while I expect Ashcraft to contain Milwaukee, the Brewers will produce considering Ashcraft has reported an abysmal 8.03 career earned run average against the rivals. The Brewers have scored at least 4 runs in 4 of their last 5 games. Rhea sits with an earned run average of 5.64 and Ashcraft sits with an earned run average of 5.77. Even though both pitchers were better in the last game, overall they have had issues, and they are going to struggle here. The Brewers should score 6 or 7 runs by the score. This game is going to be a shootout. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Texas Rangers versus Houston Astros. The Texas Rangers and Houston Astros will do battle in Houston starting on Monday night in an American League West showdown. The Rangers have led the division for the better part of the season, but the defending world champion Astros are now within range to overtake them as the season heads toward August. Texas is 59-41 against the spread this year, with a 52-48 over-under record. Houston is 51-49 against the spread this season, with a 48-52 over-under record. Eovaldi had dominated on the road this season, producing a 6-1 with a 2.76 earned run average and a 1.09 earned run average over 11 starts. The Texas pitching staff is ranked second in the league in team earned run average on the road with 3.79. The Rangers have been hot since the All-Star break, winning 6 of their last 8 games against the spread. They have a winning record on the road this season. Houston has lost 2 of their last 3 full series at home, and they have lost 3 of their last 4 games played at Minute Maid Park. The Astros offense has gone cold at home in their previous 5 games, producing a .188 batting average and a .305 slugging percentage. The Rangers have hit a healthy .277 with a .470 slugging percentage in the previous 7 games on the road. Houston has scored 4 runs or less in 4 of their last 5 games against weak pitching teams. The stats and trends support a Texas victory on the road Monday. The stats and trends support a Rangers victory in the first game of the series against the Astros on Monday. So the Texas Rangers money line is our full game side pick. The 2 teams are 3-1 to 3 to the over in the 7 games played against one another this season. Houston's offense should see a bump with Alvarez back in the middle of the order, which should mean better pitches for the likes of Kyle Tucker and Alex Bregman. The Rangers come in as the highest scoring team in baseball and have gone 4-3-1 to the over in their last 8 games. They also made it 5-9 on Sunday thanks to their win over the Dodgers. These are 2 teams that have been picking it up offensively since the All-Star break and are more than capable of putting runs up in bunches when called upon. Now this is a decent pitching matchup, and a high-stakes, high-profile series like this and the competitive nature attached may lead one to think this ends up being lower scoring, but I'm thinking the opposite as I think these 2 want to light each other up on the scoreboard. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.